Hi, in this video we'll be showing you how to assemble this bar stool. But before we get started, just a couple of reminders. First, make sure you have a Phillips head screwdriver ready to go, and just make sure all the pieces are facing the right way when you're putting it together, and you'll do great. So with that in mind, let's get started. In steps 1 and 2, we'll be attaching the seat of the chair to the back. And so we'll have pieces 1, 2, and then bolts A and C. And for step 1, you just want to take the seat, and you want to make sure that these little notches are facing upwards. You can go ahead and line them up with the holes on the back of the chair. And then you can put bolts A in. All right, once you have those tightened completely, you can go ahead and put the bolt C into the sides. Just go ahead and make sure those line up diagonally. All right, once you have those all tightened, you're good to move on to the next step. In steps 3 through 6, we'll be attaching the legs to the bottom of the chair. And so we'll be using pieces 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then bolts B. We'll be inserting piece 5 first, and you want to make sure that you have these holes facing down, and also that you have this angled edge facing against the back of the chair. So go ahead and put that one in. And then we'll be putting on piece 3, and you want to make sure that you have this hole facing down to go onto piece 5, and this one facing inwards. Make sure that's lined up, and you can go ahead and put the bolts in. And with the bolts, you want to be sure that you have all of the washers on there as well. All right, once those are tight, you can move on to step 4. And for step 4, we'll be doing the same thing again. So we'll have piece 5 with the holes facing in and the slanted edge facing against the back leg. And then you can put piece 4 on top with this hole facing in. All right, once you have those together, you can go ahead and put piece 6 in the middle. And with this, you also want to make sure that these holes are facing down. And you'll put it into piece 3 first. And then you can just wiggle it into piece 4. Make sure it goes into both of those holes completely. And then you can put the bolts into piece 4. All right, once you have everything tightened, you can move on to the next step. In step 6, we'll be putting in screws G into the bottom of the legs. So you can go ahead and just put one in each of the holes. Then you can go ahead and tighten all those screws. And with some of them, you may notice, just like this spot here, that you may have to push the pieces together to make sure they're snug as you put the screw in. And once you have those all tightened, you're all done. We hope this video was helpful for you in assembling your new bar stool. For more guides, tips, and tricks, go to walkeredison.com.